first contract I bid that I went over with you, the last day of my video training, I won. I mean, I would say I couldn't have done what I've done in the last month and a half without Doug's constant support. I've been on the phone with him almost daily. Bid Tracker is an integral part of my company's system. I would say if you're interested in doing federal contracts, this is the workshop. You're not going to learn anything else anywhere else.
For the very minimal investment, if our company was able to recoup those costs within the next 30 days, many times over, in that short 3-day class for the rest of the year, then it's something that you have to do.
See, I had the mindset before that it's unethical to bid $90,000. You're screwing the government. But when you put it in the light that it's getting spent, it's doing the intended, and they don't need to award it. I mean, they'll either award it or not. So I mean, you shouldn't be guilty about it. If you can get it, because you're going to spend it, and it's going to help your people. It's going to help your economy.
As much as I'm a control guy and always put a facade on that the job was under control, deep in your mind you know that these are the big guys. It's the federal government. Now I know they don't have that control over me anymore. You know,
it's already paid for itself 100 times over. You don't have to know 2,000 things about construction. You just have to know how to manage the construction and know what people think and how to run a construction job.
It's all about knowing how to play the game. What are the rules, understanding the game that you're in, and having the right coaches on the sidelines. It's been very clear that the coaches in this room, you and Sean, know the game, know the rules, and understand how to apply the rules and the benefits of those. That's the key takeaway, in knowing that the coaches are here.
It's not really a class on how to estimate or how to do this specific nuts and bolts thing or that thing. It's how to be successful, how to bring down the roadblocks that people almost intuitively put up in front of themselves.
It's not a class that I want to go to one time. It's a class that I want to be able to absorb and soak in the information. We were $30 million, $40 million. I actually have in my sight now that we could be a $100 million company. It's not that far off with what you have to offer.
I got to do something different. What we're doing is not working, and we're trying the same things and getting the same results, and I've got to look elsewhere. Somebody out there must know a lot more about doing federal work than we do, and John said, okay, I've got this one person that I talked to about a year ago. We called you up and talked to you. As I mentioned to you, we talked to somebody else basically that claimed to be in the same field. I found out that they were just smoke and mirrors. I called up and talked to you. We got information from you, looked at your extensive amount of files on your website, your videos that were open to any and everybody. You said to call up these different contractors. We called up 3 different contractors, and they reported that they had gotten tremendous results out of working with you. And that's when we decided to come down here and learn about how to find, get, and just how lucrative federal contracting could be.
I don't think too many people would do this for us. I really don't. As a matter of fact, I don't know anybody. The successful people that I know, and I know a few, we know people that do $300, $400 million a year. They will not sit down with you and tell you how they did it. I don't know why, but I think one of the things that they don't have the time, and the other thing is that, they may not be...
They don't want you being a competitor.
Exactly.
Learning what I've learned since I've been here and knowing what I'm going to achieve after I leave, it's absolutely priceless to me. There's that selfish side of me that of course wants to tell everybody, don't come, you don't want this, but that would be a bold-faced lie. I truly do feel sorry for anybody that doesn't attend this workshop and continues to do the same thing and expect a different result. It's foolishness.
My first reaction is no, I want it all to myself, but no, it's great. We were a little quasi, and at that time, we just said, no, I don't know, government work, scary, but no, really, there's no reason to wait. And knowing you have our back is total relaxation. I was able to sleep.
If you come here and you get educated and learn what they're doing, the opportunities open up. If you're struggling for business, then You're foolish if you don't come. The risk is 100% on them. And if for some reason you don't like it, no problem. They'll refund your money and you can walk away and there's no hard feelings. But if you want to be a part of an organization, it's going to be a network of guys working together to make money, and you got Doug and Sean behind you answering questions and solving problems, I don't see how you can go wrong. It was a stretch for me to get here, and I know I'm going to get the money back, and it's going to stabilize my business and my finances. You're foolish if you don't come. And just go ahead and pull the trigger. You got nothing to lose. You really don't.